Hey everyone, welcome back to the Inspiration Quote Vault channel. Today, I want to share with you some of the best quotes from one of my favorite comedians and actors, Robin Williams. He was a genius, a legend, and a source of inspiration for many people. He made us laugh, cry, and think with his words and his performances. He also struggled with depression and addiction, and sadly, he took his own life in 2014. But his legacy lives on through his movies, his jokes, and his wisdom. So, without further ado, let's take a look at some of the most memorable Robin Williams quotes that are both funny and profound. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content like this. Alright, let's dive into the quotes. I used to think that the worst thing in life was to end up alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people who make you feel alone. No matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world. You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it. If women ran the world, we wouldn't have wars, just intense negotiations every 28 days. Canada is like a loft apartment over a really great party. Why do they call it rush hour when nothing moves? What's right is what's left if you do everything else wrong. Reality is just a crutch for people who can't cope with drugs. I'm sorry, if you were right, I'd agree with you. Never pick a fight with an ugly person, they've got nothing to lose. Reality, what a concept. The Second Amendment says we have the right to bear arms, not to bear artillery. If heaven exists, to know that there's laughter, that would be a great thing. Being in the same room with people and creating something together is a good thing. People say satire is dead. It's not dead, it's alive and living in the White House. Do I perform sometimes in a manic style? Yes. Am I manic all the time? No. Do I get sad? Oh yeah. Does it hit me hard? Oh yeah. Comedy can be a cathartic way to deal with personal trauma. Spring is nature's way of saying, let's party. The Statue of Liberty is no longer saying, give me your poor, you're tired, you're huddled masses. She's got a baseball bat and yelling, you want a piece of me? Cricket is basically baseball on Valium. Carpe per diem, seize the check. I don't do well with snakes and I can't dance. I like my wine like my women, ready to pass out. Divorce is expensive. I used to joke they were going to call it all the money, but they changed it to alimony. It's ripping your heart out through your wallet. If it's the psychic network, why do they need a phone number? The essential truth is that sometimes you're worried that they'll find out it's a fluke, that you don't really have it. You've lost the muse or, the worst dread, you never had it at all. I went through all that madness early on. I think it's great when stories are dark and strange and weirdly personal. Gentiles are people who eat mayonnaise for no reason. A woman would never make a nuclear bomb. They would never make a weapon that kills, no. They'd make a weapon that makes you feel bad for a while. Okra is the closest thing to nylon I've ever eaten. It's like they bred cotton with a green bean. Okra tastes like snot. The more you cook it, the more it turns into string. With film roles, it just has to be a character either I haven't done before, or a role with somebody really interesting or with an interesting person or group of people. My mother's idea of natural childbirth was giving birth without makeup. She was hyper-positive, the world is a wonderful place, rainbows and unicorns. If you said anything contrary to her, you were basically exiled. The idea of having a steady job is appealing. Sometimes over things that I did, movies that didn't turn out very well, you go, why did you do that? But in the end, I can't regret them because I met amazing people. There was always something that was worth it. A lot of vets like, Good Morning Vietnam, I get great letters from guys. We had gay burglars the other night. They broke in and rearranged the furniture. Having George W. Bush giving a lecture on business ethics is like having a leopard give you a facial, it just doesn't work. When you look at Prince Charles, don't you think that someone in the royal family knew someone in the royal family? The Aladdin thing, that's not work, that's just fun. 3 days in the recording studio going mad, then the animators do all the work. Not a bad way to cash a large check, my friend. I do believe in love, it's wonderful, especially love third time around, it's even more precious, it's kind of amazing. One of my favorite actors of all time, although he doesn't necessarily play villains, is Peter Lorre. Politics is so personal, vicious and immediate, how are you going to get anything done? Even the local politics where I live have gotten so ugly. I don't have a college degree, and my father didn't have a college degree, so when my son, Zachary, graduated from college, I said, my boy's got learnin'. When Jonathan Winters died, it was like, oh, man. I knew he was frail, but I always thought he was going to last longer. I knew him as being really funny, but at the same time, he had a dark side. The idea of Juilliard was that it would give you this toolbox full of skills that you could take with you and apply to anything. I bought one of the first Nintendo systems and brought that home, and we were playing Legend of Zelda at the time, and it was addicting, and I was playing it for hours and hours and hours. Look at the walls of Pompeii. That's what got the internet started. The improv, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but when it does, it's like open field running. I believe Ronald Reagan can make this country what it once was. A large Arctic region covered with ice. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from Robin Williams' quotes. He was a brilliant man who touched many hearts and minds. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to comment below and tell me which quote was your favorite or if you have any other quotes from Robin Williams that you want to share. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.